Good morning, everyone. I wanted to show you what Steve did. He is working on adding some more diversity in our front wildflower bed that's right next to the house, which you can see. We haven't done much in this area since we moved in. This area here that's right next to the step. We've certainly added in a few species, but when we moved here, there was a lot of goldenrod and wonderful common milkweed. And the common milkweed, we thought, wow, this is cool. We can see it from our house. It smells so good. We can sit in here in the sunroom and just inhale the essence, and it faded out so fast. Ooh, hello, red spotted purple. Oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. Ha! But the common milkweed just did not stick around. We have had that plant fade out almost everywhere here, and we've tried so many different areas. So we're doing some more experiments. We'll see what happens. But we did not add them back in here since they didn't like it. What we did add were some at-risk plants. So these are at risk according to United Plant Savers, and that's a nonprofit here in Ohio we just adore. They work across the country, so they're very interesting and one you might want to check out. And we just love this front area. Oh my gosh, it's really changed a lot. And we'll talk about that over some videos this summer. Right here, though, we have kind of a sunny patch. Now, in the morning, it doesn't get full sun because there is a forest across the street from us that is east. And then in the late afternoon, the sun gets cut by our house. But it does get a really nice bit of sun for a while. And so these are plants that can do part sun, sun. And what we put in is yellow wild indigo. That's this little one. Well, I should say what Steve put in. So it will get about 2 feet tall and have yellow flowers. It's in the pea family. And then we put in Butterflyweed right in the middle of the bed, which is also about 2 feet tall, gets really orange flowers. It is in the same family as common milkweed. And then past that, we put purple coneflower. So most of you know those plants. And Steve just pulled out the plants that were in here, which was a lot of something we don't know. That is this. You can see it's laying over in here. He left a big clump of it. I mean, it really seems like an onion or a garlic. And we do have nodding wild onion in here, but this one doesn't get those flowers, so we don't know. Did we throw out rotting garlic cloves and they just took hold? We are not sure. The reason it's laying on its side is because it was supported by a bunch of other plants. And you really have to be careful because we do have Ohio spiderwort in here. And when you look closely at the leaves, they are a lot like this other plant. But Ohio spiderwort is starting to flower right now. That one is not. And it has a lot of hairs on the stems. So some of these plants, to ID them, you really got to look closely. Otherwise, you'll pull out something that you want. So Steve left part of these so that we can see what happens with them. Do they send up a flower? Who knows? But since we had so many of those, and then also a non-native pasture grass in here, Steve pulled those out and then added these plants we've been talking about. It's not a huge area, and so he put it pretty dense, but it seems perfect. It's just like a foot and a half spacing, and so we should get some really lovely blooms. A friend gave us these plants, and look what they get to be in here next to the blue false indigo. Oh my gosh, that one is so gorgeous. We're very excited to see what happens. Purple coneflower is already happy in this zone, so that should really fill in lovely. And then look, I mean, that is our sunroom right there. So it's gonna just be beautiful, and then we can really tend this area. It's been a challenging spot because it's dry, and then when Steve dug in there, he found a lot of plastic from the prior owners, trying to keep the water away from the house, which doesn't work. We have a very wet basement. And so he got that out of there and then mixed up the gravel so that the soil would be much more plentiful for all the plants to use. Now this is one of the native bush honeysuckles. It's going to flower, Diarvilla lanicera. So exciting. And then there is also wild bergamot right back there by the house. So we're just trying to encourage those that are tough and can handle this spot. It's a very big experiment. We have had great successes here and great failures, and I think that's true for everyone, everywhere. And so then you just keep trying. If something doesn't work or something fades out, then okay, move on, try something else. Look who is coming in on their own. For us, it was wild bergamot. And then the cup plant, they really kind of hang out down at the end of the house. That's the big leaf plant. They really like, must be a little more sun because they don't come over this way. So that's the morning update. It's very exciting. A yellow flower, an orange flower, and a purple flower. Can you imagine the color that's going to be here? Let us know what you are planting right now and how your gardens are looking. It's just such a thrilling time of year, isn't it? I mean, the red spotted purple, it's like they knew to come in. They've got the orange spots, purple spots. Maybe they even have yellow in there. I don't know, but need to look around.